My name is Mary Beth Burns, and I am a recruiter with Atlas Med Staff. I was 9 months pregnant at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic with my first baby, which is already scary enough without a pandemic, but throw that in there, and it was just a really intense time. And I remember when I found out that not only was I giving birth in a pandemic, but my mom couldn't be there with me, I was absolutely destroyed. I remember we showed up at the hospital and they were planning to induce me. And so they had given me the medicine to start the induction. And within maybe 5 minutes, my labor and delivery nurse told me she couldn't find my baby's heartbeat. And so it was from that point like a well-oiled machine. I didn't even have enough time to panic because within a couple minutes, my room was flooded with nurses and doctors and health professionals who were assessing the situation. And I was quickly wheeled off to a emergency C-section. At that point, my husband couldn't even be back there with us. So it was just me. And I remember laying on the table thinking, like, could this get any worse? Like, I'm having a baby during a pandemic and I'm not even gonna experience what you're supposed to experience. I don't know if my baby's okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. And because all of the nurses on that team knew exactly what they were supposed to do, when they were supposed to do it, it went so smoothly. There was even a nurse who I swear it was her job just to hold my hand and to make me feel better. Thankfully, obviously my baby is just fine. I'm just fine. But then that began our now extended stay at the hospital in the postpartum recovery unit. With COVID, there was no nursery. Nobody could come and help us. About 24 hours after that C-section and the adrenaline had kind of come down, I went into complete anxiety. What is happening? I feel like it brought my baby into an apocalypse. Like, what's going on? And those postpartum nurses, it was almost like they knew my mom wasn't there. And so they just stepped in and acted like my mom. That type of bond. I mean, coming in, giving me the pep talks that I needed, looking me in the eye, telling me, you can do this, like, your mom, you've got this. I'm gonna cry thinking about that, but they were just so encouraging. And there was even one nurse who came in and she knew that I was nervous about formula, so she gave us all this extra formula, said, don't tell anybody, I'm gonna put some extra in your bag. From that point on, yes, it would have been really nice to have my family there, but they were a great runner-up option. I mean, it made me feel like I had best friends in there. And, thinking back on it, they were just doing their job. I'm sure that they do that for every one of their patients, not just me. But it really, not only was it just this really amazing experience, it also gave just such a purpose to this work that we do at Atlas every day, and made me just appreciate that it's more than just finding someone a job. I feel like it's my way of kind of paying that kindness forward and being that listening ear for my nurses when they've had a bad day, or being just as excited as they are when they get a job. And, sometimes my relationship with my nurses is I step in and act like that mom or that best friend or that sister. With that said, I want each and every nurse who's watching this to know that I appreciate you. My family appreciates you. I hope that you have the most wonderful Nurses Week ever, and we love you. Okay, bye-bye.